where are we headed, man? What does this new year have in store for us? I'm definitely ready to dive into the energies of what's in store, what's unfolding, where we're headed, and all that. And on the bottom, got Six of Swords. And that feels very, 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 very resonant to the energy right now. And it's like we're headed into everything. We're headed right into the sun. And it's like the swords feel like he's taking his knowings, he or she, whatever. They're taking their knowings, everything that serves them, everything that matches where they're headed. And they're moving. And it's like there's no force necessary. Just like we were saying earlier. It's like once you get clear on where you're going and you know where you are, now all you have to do is move and trust that you're going to get there. And everything you need to get there will present itself as you need it. And it's like, look, he doesn't have any oars. There's no motor on that boat. Yeah, this card definitely does keep coming up. Welcome to the party, gang. And yeah, and it's like there's no force necessary. But look, he's headed directly into the sun, straight, a very straight line. The water's calm. All things are supporting him in that journey there. And he understands that he's going to get there. And so all he has to do is show up and continue to do his thing. And he understands that he's infinite in his connection to it all. And he's always being supported in his journey. So that feels like a very nice reminder. And the 6 at the top feels very significant. So that might be significant, might be your life path number, or wow. And as I say that, I split to the 6 of Cups. So yeah, that's definitely confirmation that 6 is very, very significant. So yeah, definitely connect to that if you're not already connected to it. Whatever that means to you, whatever came to mind when you heard it. Yeah, but this just feels like a very divine opportunity being presented. And it's like, yeah, you don't have to do anything. Like, she's not doing anything. It's all being done on her behalf. She just has to notice. She just has to notice, see these things, and hold space for them. And, and when it's time for her to move and to integrate these things into her physical life, she will, see how this exchange of the cactus cup is being happening above her, but you see that she has other cups of cacti around her. So that tells me that, at a certain point, like I said, like these things happen at higher levels and higher dimensions. That's exactly what this feels like. Like once you get clear and you put out the order, it's being served up. The universe is like, all right, here you go. Here's what you asked for. And in time, it will present itself in the physical. But there's nothing she has to do. Like she's just chilling. She's getting clear. She's like, all right, I know I want this one. And then she understands that's happening. And when the time is right, she'll have it down here with her. She doesn't have to reach or grasp at it or chase it or anything. It's like you just have to get clear and understand. And once you understand that that's it, and it's already done, once it's done energetically and hold space for it, that's that detachment. Now the law of detachment gets to work. And at the very point that you're truly detached, it's able to come in. Once you're in resonance to it and you're detached from it, it has no choice but to actualize and come into the physical. So that just feels like a reminder. And that also feels like what we're headed into now, into this new year. I'm hearing a year of actualization, a year of things being made physical, and the things that and something just fell from the tree, and that feels like confirmation as well. And it's like, yeah, I'm hearing things that you've been asking for from since you were a kid, some things that you forgot about, but you find yourself in resonance to now. And it's like, it's time. And now that you're in that position, they're going to start to come right in. And then boom, right under that 6 of Cups is the Fool. And we had the Fool come out in our other tarot deck as far as where we've been. And now it's like where we're going. It's like that Fool's journey continues. We're back to that 0 space. And it's like I said, this feels like a whole new book, like not just a whole new chapter, but like we finished that book. And it's like, this is a whole new experience, a whole new journey, a whole new story completely. And it's like, yes, some of the characters may be the same, but there's going to be a lot of new characters. Some of the settings might be the same, but there's going to be a whole lot of new settings. And it's like things may look the same as they've looked, but think about any book you've read or any movie you watch that's a sequel, you know. Sometimes it doesn't always just start off in the whole new location, you know. Sometimes it starts off exactly where you left the characters. It starts off in that very same setting with the same people and things don't seem too different. But then, you know, the call comes in or the letter comes in or they discuss whatever and oh, the sun comes out as we start to say that. And I feel like it's been kind of shielded this whole reading, this whole session. But yeah, it starts off with the characters where you left them and kind of in a familiar environment. And then, you know, things unfold and it's like, oh, okay, so this is where we're headed. And then they get the call, now they're going to this place and then boom, the sequel takes place there. But it doesn't necessarily start there. So it feels like that's where you are right now. So if you look around, it's like, oh, well, it doesn't seem like I'm in a new book. Hey, you might just be at the beginning, you know, we're just in that familiar setting. And it's like your call and everything you're unfolding is happening right now. But you're definitely in a whole new book, I promise you. And it feels like the Fool to present itself in the beginning of us discussing where we're headed feels very important and very aligned. It's like allow yourself to dance, allow yourself to be the Fool. And I'm being drawn to the mushrooms right here. And it feels like enjoy the trip, you know. Life is the biggest trip. Life is your biggest creation as well. And it's like enjoy the unfoldment. And I'm being drawn to the flower he's holding again, which feels like a rose. And it's like the rose continues to present itself. And yeah, that's beautiful, man. It's like allow yourself to dance with life and trust that everything's unfolding as it needs to. And then wow, and then I just split to the Two of Wands, and when I went to pull it to show you, the Six of Cups was under that again. And it's like, and this came out in the deck as well. And it's like, it's your world, man. It's like we're headed, what's in store for this year is whatever the hell you want to be in store. It feels like getting clear on what you want to experience and all the things that you've already, because I'm also getting the call that you've been clear on where you wanted to go. You've been clear on what you want to unfold. And it's like, well, then that's what's in store. It's like continue to hold space and continue to reconnect to it and understand that things will unfold in a way that leads you right to it, and understand that that's exactly where you are right now. So getting the Two of Wands again after we just saw it in the other deck, it just feels like, yeah, it's your world and this is it. Honestly, I just keep hearing this is it, this is it, this is it. And that's beautiful. I'm very excited, and it feels like yeah, like I said, it feels like this is the year of actualization. This is the year where energy gets made physical, and all the energy you've been putting out and all the good karma you've been building up and all that you get to cash out on it. I'm getting the visuals of like an energetic bank, you know, and everything you've been putting away energy into this bank, and all the good deeds and all the good energy you've been putting out and all that has been, you know, building up, and it's been building interest and all that. And it's like now I'm being drawn to like a trust fund or something, you know, where all this money is growing and accruing, and then, you know, on your 18th birthday you get access to it all, and it feels like this is your 18th birthday. And it's like, here you go, like here's what's been building up for you, here's all the stuff that you thought wasn't going anywhere. And, you know, at times you may feel like why am I even being a good person when all these people are doing all these effed up things, and it feels like they're happy, their lives are amazing. And it's like you just don't know, like those scales were always going to rebalance themselves, and things were always going to unfold exactly as they needed to. You just need to continue to become who you need to be. You just need to continue shedding all those things that you aren't, and just really coming into resonance to all the things that you've been actualizing for yourself, you know? Especially in this world where it's like from the minute you come out and you're born, it's like conditioning is being put on you, programming is being put on you. And it's like you come into this world perfect, but it's like this world is a place where there's a lot of illusions and a lot of things are being put on you. And it's like once you become aware and awake and all that, the work begins to shed in to get back to basics and to get back to that perfect form that you were. And that's what becoming is. It's not all of a sudden accessing all these things outside of you. It's shedding all the things you're not and returning to that perfect slate and that perfect embodiment of God and the universe that you came here as. And it's like, as you do that, and once you do that, now you're in perfect resonance to all these things that are yours and that have been yours. And that's why you've been wanting them, because they're what you came here to experience. It's what you were promised before you decided to come and incarnate this planet again, or however. And Yeah, and it's like you've been wanting all these things and you've been feeling the yearning for it and all that because it's yours and it's been yours, and you're energetically you're looking around for your stuff. Like, where's my stuff? Where's all the things that I agreed to experience when I came here? All the things that have been waiting for me and all the things that are mine, you know? Freedom is your birthright. Abundance is your birthright, and you know that, and you've been able to sense that at an energetic level, and that's why you find yourself dissatisfied with a lot of these things and feeling disconnected from a lot of things. It's like because the truth of you has yet to be experienced in the physical because of all these things, but you've been doing the work to connect to it. And on the bottom is the Five of Swords, and the pomegranate feels very significant. And it feels just like that very abundance I'm talking about, that very connection to spirit. And the fact that there's no figure on this card feels like that very same embodiment of shedding all the layers of you and shedding all the layers and the illusions of who you are, who you've been told you are. And it's like as you shed all those things, and once you really shed them all, you become indistinguishable from source, from the universe, from spirit. Because the truth of the matter is there is no separation. You are God, you are the universe, you are nature, you are all these things. So as you shed all those things away, the illusions of who you've known yourself to be is gone too. And even the person you see in the mirror, like all that is gone. It's like all that is left is oneness and being and existence and the I am. And that's what this card feels like. And that was a 5, and as I split, I'm split to another 5, which is exactly what happened with the 6. And this is the 5 of Pentacles. And this just feels like at the very moment when it feels like all is lost, you know, there's a person sitting there with crutches. I don't know if you can see them or if it'll focus enough, but there's a person with crutches, and then next to them is a person like on the floor, like on their knees with their head down, looking very, very defeated. But the person on the crutches is looking at the pentacles on the wall. And then behind them is the flying fish coming in. And this reminds me of the 9 of Pentacles card. And I get the feeling that that'll present itself at some point, which has a person sitting there next to the water, and then the flying fish is presenting themselves, and it feels like they just jumped out the water and they're seeing it. And that always feels like that detachment I was talking about, the very moment where you stop searching, you stop experiencing that separation, and you stop holding space for that separation is at that very moment when you're in resonance to your flying fish, which just feels like all the things that you've known was available to you that felt like a myth at some point, you know, like, you know, because it's easy. There's moments, even no matter how connected to it all you are, no matter how much you know yourself and know that you're an embodiment of the universe, there's moments where, you know, where doubt might creep in, or you might be like, am I crazy? You know, am I making it up? Like, maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm not. Maybe things aren't as magical as I know them to be. Maybe, you know, I'm misguided, or maybe that's another illusion, or all that stuff. It's like so the flying fish feels like the embodiment of all those things, the actualization of all the things that you've known to be true. And it feels like at the very point where you detach from it, you know, you stop trying so hard to see it or stop trying so hard to make it happen. It's like you truly become detached. It's like, boom, it presents itself. And that's just what this feels like right now. And it feels like, you know, he's on his knees, head down, he's giving up. It's like he's finally detached. It's like whatever. And then the dude on the crutches isn't looking out the window anymore. He's just looking at the pentacles. He's just taking scope of what he has right now, you know, instead of wanting, you know, more pentacles and wanting the 10 of pentacles or wanting 7 pentacles or wanting, you know, all the pentacles. It's like he's just kind of like, these 5, he's just looking at the 5 that are there. And it's like in that very moment, the flying fish comes through that window and they have no idea. And it's like, it feels like this moment right now. It's like we're over here looking over here, but we have no idea that behind us, it's like everything we ever wanted is here as well. And it feels like that very point right before we notice. And it's like, it's here. It's not coming. It's not separate. It's not one day. It's today. It's right now. And that's such a beautiful realization. And bro, right under that, as I go to kind of just show y'all again, is the Fool. And that's exactly what just happened with the 6 of Cups card. Remember, it showed us, I split from, it was a 6 on the bottom, and then we split to the 6, and then, or no, we split to, what was it? I can't remember. Oh, we split to the two of wands, and when I went to show you the two of wands, the six was under it, the six of cups, and then yeah, just the same thing as we went from a 5 to another 5, and then when I went to go show you, we split back to the card we were just at, which is the Fool, and it's like, yeah, that very moment of detachment, and under that, we got the 6 of Swords again. Man, this stuff never gets old, and wow. I was gonna show you the 7 of Wands, which was under that. And this just feels like that same thing I was just saying about, like standing, more so just standing your ground and trusting your knowings, even when your own doubt creeps in, especially when other people's doubt and people try to make you doubt yourself. Just holding your ground and understanding that it doesn't matter how much noise and how much outside is coming out. As long as you have yourself and you know yourself, it doesn't matter how much noise comes or how many people are saying you're wrong or whatever. It's like, stand your ground and understand that you're supported in that always. And under that is the World. And that the World came out in our other deck as well. It's like, this is it, y'all. This is where all these things meet. The future and the past all come together in the right now. And I was just talking about the 10 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Pentacles right there under the World. And it's like, it's all here. Like, it's literally all here for us right now. And it's so beautiful, man. Wow, oh my God. And under that, the Chariot, which also came out in the other deck. And it's like, this is it, bro. This is where all these things meet. There is no separation. As I came here to get a reading on where we're going, it's like we're still being presented with the same cards that were presented from where we've been. And it's like, there is no separation. It's all here right now. And oh my goodness. Under that is the 10 of Cups, which also came out. And it's like, it's all here for us, yo. Man. And under that is Ace of Wands, which also came out, which was one of the first cards that presented itself with the other tarot deck. And under that is Ace of Pentacles, which also came out with the other deck. And I can't make this up, y'all. And then under that is Ace of Swords. And those three have been kicking it together in this deck for a minute. And wow. And these cards just flew up and the Star presented itself, and this energy is crazy right now, y'all. So yeah, we got 3 aces and 2 aces presenting themselves in the other deck. The Star is here as well. And so it just feels like a culmination, man. And it's like, it's all here, bro. It's all here. This is where it all meets. It's like, there is no separation, y'all. There's such a divine opportunity here to realize that you are the center point, and that you are where all these things meet, and that there is no one day, there is no, what's in store for us is everything. That's the answer. What's in store for us is everything. Everything we've been working for, everything we've been wanting, everything we've been doing this all for. Whatever comes to mind as I say that's what's in store. And right now you're exactly in that center point of where all those things meet, where you've been, where you're going, and then you in the present moment, which is all that's real anyway, right now. It's like, the more you can connect to it all right now, the more you'll experience it all right now. And that's the message, honestly. And it just feels like truly a culmination, also a celebration at the same time. It's like, oh man, there's no words for it. Like, I'm trying to grasp it, this limited ass language, to communicate the magic that I feel right now, and the energy that I feel right now, and the energy that you're seeing, that you've already seen play out as I'm showing you, as it's unfolding. And it's like, that's the message. Like, the words I'm trying to use can't explain it any better than the unfoldment that we've just experienced, honestly. Yeah, I'm just gonna hold a little space, man, and just sit here for a second. Man, yeah, man, we're right at the center. This is it. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune, the Hermit. Queen of Pentacles. Oh, damn, okay. Queen of Pentacles, and then the Hangman in reverse, and then the Seven of Swords just flew out and went flying at that. All right, I'm gonna read these, and then I'm gonna put these away, and then go into closing out. But yeah, man, this energy is way beyond words, y'all. I hope y'all just feel it. Like I don't know. But yeah, Queen of Pentacles. And this just feels like that same thing as far as I was saying, there's no separation. Like you can see the grapes are as a part of her and as present as she is, you know. It seems like they're growing from her, they're extending from her. It's like, and the pentacle and the grapes feel like an embodiment of abundance, of material abundance, but also sustenance. Like physical, but also not just physical, like just money, but also things that nourish you. And it feels like at the very point you understand that there's no separation is the point where you get to enjoy the fruit of that truth. Because that starts as a seed. Understanding that starts as a seed. You know, you hear that for the first time, like, oh, oneness, or oh, there's no separation, or oh, like, you know, it's all you. You know, you hear those things, but at the very beginning, when you first hear that, you know, it's kind of like, okay, like, it's just knowledge, but it doesn't become wisdom until you hold space for it and you continue to experience it. And it continues to play out, and you continue to see the magic of that and the truth of that happen a lot, or in different ways, honestly. And it feels like that's what this embodies. Like, it embodies that change from knowledge to wisdom and then understanding. And it feels like at the very point it becomes wisdom and you experience it and you understand it, now it becomes, you get to experience that reality, and you get to be an embodiment of the fruit of the tree that was born of that seed, you know? Because it feels like the seed is the knowledge, and then the tree is the wisdom, but then the understanding is what bears the fruit. And then you get to enjoy the fruit, and it gets to play out in your experience, and you get to really play in it and live in the magic of that. But it starts as the seed, and this feels like the point where you've gotten the understanding, and now you get to enjoy the fruit. And there's the kids all around playing on bikes, and there's basketballs and people walking. And I think it's spring break right now. And it just feels like that's the energy. It's like, now is the time to play, you know, now is the fun part. You've been in school and you've been learning and you've been unlearning and all of that. And it's like, hey, now this is the fun part, you know? It's like, all that, it was time to learn when it was time to learn. It was time to do all these things, but it's like now, don't rush into, you know, the next mission and the next hard labor and the more productivity. It's like, enjoy these fruits of your labor. Enjoy this break that you've earned. And even if you didn't earn it, you deserve to enjoy it, but you did earn it. So now you deserve to enjoy it even just that much more. And it's like, allow yourself to play, allow yourself to be light right now. And understand that, yeah, this fruit, and know that the fruit that you're experiencing didn't come from outside of you. It's come from the seed and the tree that came from within you. And it's very much a part of you and where you've been and all the things you've done. So as grateful as you are to God and Source and the universe and however these opportunities come in, you know, they may come in as somebody giving you an opportunity. You're going to be so grateful. Oh my God, thank you so much for the opportunity. But understand that that unfoldment is a product of you, you know, because you became resonant to the opportunity, and the universe used this person and this thing to connect you to the opportunity. But it was born of you and the work of you and in your energy. And remember, you put the energetic order out and then it comes in through the physical. But understand that it all started with you as well. So as you're expressing gratitude and giving it to this person and that person and this thing and that thing, make sure you're giving yourself just as much thank you and just as much gratitude, because it all starts and ends with you, you know. That last decision is always yours, because the guidance comes in and all the insight comes in, but at the end of the day, the decision to move in this direction or that direction is yours. And deciding what's you and what matches and what gets to exist in your reality is yours, the good and the bad, because it's all neutral until you assign meaning to it. So the fact that you were able to take all these things and cultivate a reality that feels magical and that feels aligned, that feels of the highest embodiment, you deserve all the kudos in the world. So understand that you are the Queen of Pentacles and that you are at the center point of everything that's unfolding. And now that I think about it, Queen of Pentacles came out in the other deck too. I didn't recognize it as such because it looks very different, but yeah, this was another card that we've already seen. So that's more a confirmation right there. Like, there's no separation from where you've been and where you're going. It all is a divine unfoldment together. But yeah, and also we got the Hangman in reverse, and this is 12. So this also feels like a culmination because 12 is a master number, and it's perfect. It's a perfect number as well. So yeah, the fact that it's in reverse feels like you've been in a place of stillness and surrender, and now is the time where you get to see where all that led. You get to see the unfold and experience the unfoldment of that surrender, of you allowing things to play out. And now it's like, here you go. Now you get to see what it was all for. And that feels like exactly what this year has in store for us and exactly what's unfolding. And it just feels so exciting and so bright and beautiful and lovely. And I'm so excited for us, honestly. It's like, yeah, you're definitely being rewarded for your surrender and your ability to hold space for the magic and for the universe and hold space for yourself and being gentle with yourself as all these things played out. And it's like, now you get to experience and enjoy the fruits from that very seed that grew into a tree that you continue to trust would have fruit at some point, because like, yeah, it started as a seed, and at that point you had to trust that. And even if you didn't know, you just had to hold space enough for it to grow and grow and grow. And then you got to see it be a tree. And you're like, oh, okay, okay. And then you got the wisdom. And at that point, you had to continue to hold space. Like, yeah, it's a tree now, but, everything you want for yourself may not have come in. Now you have all these knowings, but your reality may still look the same. You may still have all these things, or you still may have not actualized everything you wanted for yourself, but you had to continue to hold this space and hold room and continue to surrender as the fruit began to grow now on the tree, and have faith that at some point, boom, fruit will drop and I'll be able to enjoy it. And it's like, now it's like, here you go. Now it's time for the fruit. And it feels like, yeah, this is the year of actualization, and the fruit will continue to grow and present itself. And as you're enjoying it now there's no lag time, because now as you're enjoying the fruit, now you're just busy enjoying the fruit, but there's no stopping. There's more fruit growing, and as you're enjoying the fruit, more fruit will drop, and you're like, oh wow, like, I'm still eating this one, but I'll get to that one in a second. And then before you can even get to that one, another one's dropping. And it's like, as you can continue to stay connected to the energy and continue to hold space for it, it's never ending. Like, there's more where that came from. So it also feels like a reminder, like, as these fruit present themselves, don't begin to worship the fruit now, or don't allow yourself to fall into lack. And now you're like, oh man, I got to hold on to this because who knows if there will be more, like, let me make this last forever. And it's like, no, enjoy it. And understand that in that embodiment, in that energy in which you enjoy it, that you're in perfect resonance for more, because there's more where that came from. And as long as you're attuned to that frequency, it will have no choice but to keep attracting in, because it's never ending. So as you're enjoying that fruit, enjoy it, and enjoy it in abundance, understanding that you are abundance. Don't fall into lack trying to keep it, because that will be the very thing that disconnects you from it and will cause you to lose it, So yeah, enjoy it, share it with others, and all of that. Do all the things, and understanding that there's more where that came from, and there will continue to be more where that came from. So that's the best thing you can do, and understand that, yeah, that's how you got it, through surrender. So don't allow it to come in and your proof to come in, and then now you're going into the direction of force and all that, because now you're going to be disconnected from the very abundance that you've been connected to and that you're enjoying the fruit of. So remember to zoom out as much as you can, and remember that flow and surrender is what brought these things. So that's going to be what keeps them. So yeah. Remember to return back to your hangman position. It's in reverse right now, but as these things come in, hey, turn it right back over and go back as you were. Continue to suspend and hang yourself there, and know that there's more where that all that came from, and it will continue to be more. And then yeah, seven of swords is the last one. And yeah, this just feels like, yeah, it feels like that same warning. Don't allow the very things that are your freedom to become your new cuffs and your new shackles, you know? Because it's very easy to now, as these things, like I said, if you're used to not having, let's say, money, for example, and all of a sudden in this overnight something big hits, and now this as an example, you hit the lottery, and now you have your winnings. It's very easy to, and it's funny that I say cuffs and shackles, and now as I say that, a sheriff's car just came in, just turned in, and it's like, yeah, don't allow those things to become your new cuffs and shackles. I'm trying to think of the word. There's a word escaping me right now. But yeah, don't allow those things to bind you and now become the new things that are holding you back and keeping you separate. Because it's very easy if you hit the lottery to now you have this money, and now it's like, oh man, all right, now I gotta be super cautious of it, and now I gotta hoard it, and now I gotta, because now you're in lack at that point. And it's like, you don't want to you didn't do all those things to attract all these physical abundance and wealth and all that, to then go back into lack and to now be afraid, and now to be living like you don't have the abundance, and now be living at the mercy of it. And it's like, what was the point at that point? But that also doesn't mean just go frivolously spend it, because it's energy. And that's not good energetic hygiene, to just be throwing your energy here and throwing it there with no regard for it. So it's like, as it comes in, treat yourself, celebrate a little bit, do some of the things, take a vacation if you can, buy yourself something nice, celebrate. And then from there, as you were, continue as you were. Use this abundance to fund your dreams, to fund your projects, to pour into those people who pour into you, to do those things, and don't be shy in doing so. And understand that as long as you're being intentional and pouring the energy in a balanced way, understand that there's more where that came from. Like, as long as you're not just pouring into a bunch of things that don't pour into you, or you're just not mindlessly just spending it and throwing it here and there, understand that it's going to come back, and it's going to come back amplified. So as you were, pour it into your projects, pour it into your things, pour it into yourself, pour it into others who pour into you, and create experiences for yourself, and really be God embodied, create miracles for others. Like, one thing I always think about and I like to do is, when I have like money, like sometimes I'll go leave a couple dollars somewhere for somebody to find, and because what does that feel like? If you've ever found money, that feels like such a divine unfoldment. It feels like in a miracle, like, oh my God, like, wow, like I was at the right place at the right time, and I found this couple dollars, I found this $5 bill or whatever, and it really feels like, a miracle. And it's like, what's stopping you from creating that experience for others, And it's like, that's something that I decided that I wanted to be a part of a while ago, years ago. Like, I've surrendered to my role as divine, a vessel and an embodiment of divine grace, of truly being God and being a miracle and all that, and being able to create that for other people. Because I can leave that there, and in that moment when somebody finds it, like, oh my God, they feel like they're on the end of a miracle and God, and it's like, what is the separation? Like, that is God, because God works through me, and God works through you, and the universe works through you, and all that. And it's like, at the very point you don't allow there to be separation, at the very point you embrace your oneness and the fact that you are an embodiment of it all, you are it. You are God. You are the universe. You are all that. And there's nothing stopping you from, moving and grounding that in. So it's like, that's something that I love to do, and when I can, I try to be that, and I am it. So yeah, like I said, if you can, create miracles for others, because you are God, you are the universe embodied, and that's exactly what that feels like, being on the other end of it. And in that, you're bringing people back to source, you're bringing others back to themselves, because they are all those things, and there is no separation. So yeah, as these things come in, don't fall into lack or don't allow them to become burdens. Don't allow the very things you were asking for to become burdensome or to push you into lack vibrations, when they're literally the opposite of that. But they can. And it's like, the only difference is your perspective, And it's like, everything is neutral until you give it, you assign meaning to it. So it's like, those very things that are your freedom can definitely become your imprisonment if you allow them to. So understand that you have the power at every turn. So allow yourself to remain free, and know that freedom is your birthright. and freedom is always accessible to you as long as you can connect to it. So yeah, allow these things to be light, because they can be, look, they can be. Damn, I don't know what happened. Give it a second, see if y'all get back in here. Yeah, are you guys back? Are we good? Audio okay? Yeah, I don't know what happened. Like right after I read your message about, oh no, did it cut out? Like it stopped. But yeah, we're still here. We're still kicking.